Jesus is life. 2 Timothy, the 1st chapter and the 10th verse says, "But has now been revealed by the appearing of our Savior Jesus Christ, who has abolished death and brought life and immortality to light through the gospel." When we take a good look at our lives, what do we see? How do we evaluate our lives? What determines if it is going good or bad? What makes it good or what makes it bad? What's the standard that we measure against? These questions can be answered differently depending on who you ask or when you ask them. I believe from a worldly view, some would say that wealth and success would constitute a good life. Some would say doing what you want or fulfilling your dreams would be living a good life. Others would be perfectly content with just having enough to get by. If I asked 100 people these questions, I would probably get a lot of different answers. One thing I can say about my life is that at 50 years of age, I probably have more days behind me than in front of me. The point I'm trying to make is that every single thing in this world will cease to exist someday. We all have an expiration date. What determines what quality of life we have lived are the things we do and the choices we make along the way. Those you have helped or encouraged are those you may have hurt or despised. We see it daily. Those who choose to hate, and those who choose to love. Based on that evaluation, we will ultimately be judged by God. No matter what we think about how we have lived our lives, it comes down to this. In Romans 3:23 it says, "All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God." We are all guilty of sin, which in turn makes us subject to physical and spiritual death. That is the consequence of our sin. This was our fate until Jesus appeared on the scene and changed everything. Jesus came and died on the cross and rose with all power in his hand. He defeated death so that we all would have the opportunity not only to live in this life, but to live eternally with the Lord as well. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life." It was never God's plan for his creation to die. We made that possible by our sin. And God gave us a second chance to redeem ourselves by accepting his gift. The choice is yours. Choose Jesus and have the life God intended for us all along, or reject the gift and live out your life as you see fit and accept the fate that we all truly deserve. We can look around and see many walking towards their expiration date, believing they are living life, when in reality, they are sealing their own fate. If you are a believer, I want to encourage you to share the gospel with someone who does not know the Lord. Don't let them live out their life without knowing that Jesus is life.